Hey guys, it's YodaJoe93. Welcome back to another Star Wars video. Today we're going to talk about, we have the first reactions for Bad Batch Season 3, the final season of Bad Batch, and the latest Star Wars animated show that we're getting in just 4 short days. We're going to be talking about Bad Batch in the next couple of days quite a bit. We'll be doing prediction videos and many other great Bad Batch content. So, with further ado, make sure you kick that like button in the face before we continue through the video, and make sure you show that subscribe button no mercy, because we are about to get into it right now. So what we're gonna do in this video is I'm gonna read each of the specific reactions to the episodes that the critics have watched, and then we're gonna talk about it. All right. Kicking off with a 3-episode premiere on February 21st. The Bad Batch's third and final season finds Clone Force 99 on February 21st. The Bad Batch's third and final season finds Clone Force 99 attempting to rescue their youngest member, Omega, and sister of Boba Fett, from an Imperial cloning facility. Star Wars Bad Batch Season 3 reviews and reactions. On Twitter/X, we have, now that the Star Wars critics have seen the first 8 episodes of the Bad Batch, here's what they say, the first round of reactions. Tessa Smith from Mama's Geeky, who has a huge YouTube channel, a huge blog. She's one of my inspirations for YouTube. She's fantastic. Please go subscribe to her if you guys haven't checked out her channel yet. She's amazing. Describes the visuals as stunning, the action as intense, and that she can't wait for more. Bad Batch Season 3 has already given me literal chills multiple times. I've seen the first 8 episodes, and if they continue this way, I will be a happy camper. Stakes are high. Visuals are stunning. Action is intense. Treachery is aboard. Can't wait for more. So, what Mama's Geeky is saying, the final season is epic. It's given her chills multiple times. She's very thoroughly happy with the consistency of the show. The stakes are high, which is something we haven't seen in Star Wars in a while. The visuals are very beautiful. It's got a very good style of animation. And the action is intense. And treachery is aboard. So I like this. It kind of teases. We're getting some really good Star Wars content here, and it sounds like this is some pretty good 8 episodes. So let's move into our next person. Thank you for that, Mama's Geeky. Critic next. Ashley Sanders, who I'm not as familiar as, but she also praised. Okay. Ashley Sanders also praised the incredible animation, but went on to tease Easter eggs, cameos, and other surprises. The Bad Batch is back, and our favorite defective, and effective clones are delivering a spectacle fans are going to love. Higher stakes, incredible animation, plus Easter eggs, cameos, and other surprises. It's an epic ride so far, and I'm so not ready to say goodbye. Because this is the final season, a lot of people are going to have a hard time, if they love Bad Batch, coping with this. So expect great animation, Easter eggs, and awesome cameos. Now, we do know some of the cameos and surprises from what the trailers have shown, that we're getting Ventress, and we know we're getting Cad Bane and Rex is coming back. But what other surprises could we be getting? Could Cody show up? Could we get more surprises? Sound off in the comments and let me know. But now let's move into our next review. Thank you for that, Ashley. Now, Collider's Maggie Lovett appeared to agree with the consensus of Season 3 being the best yet, but also pointed out the show's darker turn and described huge ties to Star Wars lore. So this is where we get juicy, guys. We're getting into the meat and potatoes now. We're seeing darker turn and huge twist to the Star Wars lore. I've seen the first 8 episodes of The Bad Batch, and it's truly a case that they saved the best for last. Season 3 is the best yet for the series, and a much darker turn, lots of twists, lots of heart. Fun returns. and some huge Star Wars lore connections. This I like. So we're getting some great lore. As a Star Wars fan, this does make me happy. We're also getting lots of twists and turns. Can't wait to see what that is. A lot of heart, a lot of fun returns. So once again, they're talking about there's characters in here that we haven't seen for a while that are appearing that people are very satisfied with. I think this is great. This makes me excited. It raises my excitement, and it provides a lot of hype. Let's see what Jordan Mason has to say now. Jordan Mason from Cinelix warned this season ain't messing around, and even named The Bad Batch as his favorite Star Wars animated series. That is an incredible claim, because most people were mixed on the first two seasons. I enjoyed them for the most part. I thought season 1 was pretty slow, but it had some cool moments. I really liked season 2, but there was some of the filler they needed to cut down. Alright. Was able to watch the first 8 episodes of The Bad Batch, season 3. And folks, this season ain't messing around. It's firing on all cylinders. And it says, pretty cemented this as my favorite Star Wars animated series. It whips a lot of ass. So yeah, he's basically saying Bad Batch Season 3 is incredible. It's not messing around. It's hitting all the notes you want him to see, just like your favorite song. And oh yeah, it's whooping a hell of a lot of ass. So I love that. In addition to the post, Mason admitted, I was about as disinterested in the Bad Batch as one could get when the show was first debuted, and is curious whether the back half of the season sticks the landing. Truly wild, as I was about as disinterested in the Bad Batch as one could get. When it was announced, clone-centric stories never worked for me in the Clone Wars. Now, if the back half of the season sticks the landing, it will easily be my favorite Star Wars animation series. Love this. Similar Blends, Adam Holmes noted, the first 8 episodes deliver in terms of Omega and Crosshairs, both of whom are imprisoned in Mount Tantus. Love that we're going to get more Mount Tantus. That makes me happy. Like Thanos says, this does put a smile on my face. Then we move in. Having seen the first 8 episodes of Star Wars Bad Batch Season 3, I'm pleased to say the show's final hush run is off to a great start. Fans of Omega, and Crosshairs especially, have a lot to look forward to. And as per usual, the action and the emotion beats are balanced wonderfully. Love this. They strike a great balance between emotion and action. Sounds great. And Omega and Crosshairs are great characters. I love that they're going to get more development. And this says, meanwhile, Aubrey Dreamed of Magic confirms Season 3 picks up where we left off in Season 2 with Gusto. Buckle up for the Bad Batch Season 3 in a dark twist and some action-packed storytelling. This heart-filled show picks up where we left off with Gusto, featuring some notable lore and fun cameos, fantastic in visuals, and sound shout-out to Kevin Keisner. Can't wait to see more. Love this. He sounds like he's making a YouTube video when he's talking about this review. I love it. What they're saying here is brilliant. Fantastic visuals, great lore, great sound. So yeah, I'm loving what they're saying here. Now let's move into our next one. Eric noticed Eric Enslin Diaz, sorry if I'm butchering these names, guys, highlighted 2 Bad Batch characters, praising Crosshairs' great character arc, and Ian McDiarmid's return to voice the Emperor. Yes, I am returning. Get ready, you puny clones, because I am going to bring a new security to my empire. So Palpatine, the first half of the season, of the first half of the finale season of the Bad Batch, 1 through 8, were very solid. Great character arcs for Crosshairs in particular. I don't care. I'm always down to hear Ian McDiarmid as Palpatine for as long as he's alive and willing. Gotta love it, right? So, more Palpatine, the merrier. I'm in this boat too. Rise of Skywalker may have ruined what Palpatine they used in that storyline, but when Palpatine is executed well, Palpatine is the Thanos of the of the Star Wars universe. You gotta have him at the center of everything. And I think they're doing such a good job bringing him forward. And more Palpatine gets me excited. I liked how he was used in Season 2. I'm glad to hear he's getting even more exposure in Season 3 for the final season. It makes the threat greater, knowing that he could be sending his minions, possibly even Vader, to do his dirty work. Can't wait to see how involved he is. Headed into the next one. For Star Wars fans familiar with the Bad Batch Adventure of the Week format, Adam Breeze from Agents of Fandom shared that Season 3 strikes the perfect balance between that style and the overarching story, all well building towards something huge. Then it says, in conclusion, the Bad Batch Season 3 is some of the best animated, strikes the balance perfectly between Adventure of the Week and overarching story. It's really grounded in its characters, but also very cleverly building towards something huge. First 8 episodes are fantastic. Gizmodes, James Whitbrook, also commented on the new season's balance, acknowledging how even inconsequential stuff is woven into its wider climax. I've seen the first 3 episodes of The Bad Batch, and it's definitely a very strong start. The show has finally struck a balance of wavering each episode, even cohesively stuff into its wider climax, and those characters intrigued to see more. Review to come next week. Critic Michael Lee also had nothing but praise for The Bad Batch's final season. Made mention of Easter eggs that tease an exciting, fun future for Star Wars. So, The Bad Batch Season 3 is marching towards an epic finale. The first 8 episodes are great. Explosion of their fractured dynamics, a test of their trust as a squad, and it's got some great action sequences and some Easter eggs that teases an exciting Star Wars future. I love this. You really just get the feeling that everything is going in a different direction. Fun cameos. Once again, praising the action, praising the story. Sounds like we're going to get a banger on our hands, guys. Now we move into our next one. The force is strong with The Bad Batch. From the sound of these wildly positive reviews, Lucasfilm Animation brought its A-game for the final season of The Bad Batch. In the past seasons of The Bad Batch would start strong before transitioning to an Adventure of the Week format and then conclude with an action-packed finales like Season 1's dramatic destruction of Kamino. The fact that critics have teased a darker tone, stakes, connections, and even treachery within the first 8 episodes is not just a welcome change, but indicates Star Wars fans have a lot to look forward to throughout the season. So, we'll see what happens come February 21st, guys, which is coming up sooner than you think. So, my thoughts on all of this. Bad Batch Season 3 is one of my most anticipated projects for the year. I love Star Wars. I'm glad to see it's getting the recognition it deserves. I'm glad to see that we're going to get more Palpatine. I'm glad to see we're going to get more action. I'm glad to see we're going to get some fun cameos. I'm glad to see that this is going to do wonders for the lore. Sound off your thoughts on these reviews, guys. Does this get you more hype for Bad Batch or less hype? If you enjoyed my video, make sure you kick the like button in the face and subscribe to the channel and show it no mercy. And as always, I'll catch you in the next video. May the Force be with you. And also. Woo!